The Cincinnati Bengals, 1-3-1 on the year, are off to Indianapolis this week to face the 3-2 Colts, who are still waiting for that big Phillip Rivers-type game.
Throws, it's picked, intercepted, and this is going to be a pick six.
Rivers threw 2 picks last week, has 5 of them on the year, and just 4 TDs.
Under pressure, steps up and throws, and he's picked again.
In the 3 games Rivers didn't have to throw 30-plus pass attempts, the Colts won. In the 2 he has, they've lost.
Here's Rivers taking a shot, incomplete.
The Bengals used to be the cure for a struggling QB, but not anymore.
It is incomplete.
Cincy continued to play the pass well last week, despite losing big, holding Lamar Jackson to a passer rating of 71.9, a meager 4.9 yards per attempt, under 190 passing yards, picking him off once.
And that is Logan Wilson with the grab.
The Bengals secondary, at least early on, have improved as much as any in the league.
A nice defensive play is made by Jesse Bates.
You can't say that about their run D, though.
Dobbins will turn the corner, get the first down and more, shaking a tackle and up the sideline.
Bengals' latest performance against the run, sending their yards per carry allowed for the season over 5.
Ingram still on his feet.
But at least they aren't going up against a lethal ground game.
Colts will keep it on the ground, and look at Hines gets blown up.
The Colts as a group going for just 3.8 a carry last week and just barely above 3.5 for the year, which puts them at the bottom of the rushing efficiency barrel.
And Taylor is wrapped up.
Jonathan Taylor at least has been effective when he gets the ball. He's averaged over 4 a carry in 3 straight games now.
And he will stroll in for the Colts touchdown.
The Colts' strength hasn't been its offense, it's their D, holding the Browns, who have one of the best ground games, to 3.8 a carry last week.
Both the initial tackle, the terrific pursuit by the Colts.
And on the year, holding rushing attacks under the 4-yard a carry mark. And throwing on them isn't any easier.
Mayfield hit on the pass, and he is picked.
They picked off Baker Mayfield twice last week, held him to under 7 yards per attempt, and to a 72.7 passer rating.
Was it picked? Yes, it was.
Their numbers on the year just as impressive too, no matter what metric you want to look at.
Off the same point, that one nearly picked.
That'll make it 2 weeks in a row Joe Burrow faces a stout D.
And he threw it and it got picked.
Burrow finally looked like a rookie against the Ravens. No TD passes, a pick, just 183 yards. And once again, his yards per attempt average was sub-7.
Throws, and that is complete.
For everything Burrow has done well this year, the one thing he hasn't been able to do is hit big on a lot of big chunk plays.
Over the middle, and that pass is complete.
But you can't hit big unless you have time, and he hasn't been getting a lot of that.
Got hit from behind.
7 more sacks taken last week. Twice now, he's been sacked 7+ times in a game, and he's now been buried by a pass rusher 22 times on the year.
Blitzen coming, and he goes down again at the 35-yard line.
Indy, meantime, sacked Mayfield once last week and now have 11 for the season.
Play action from Mayfield, he's set, football is loose.
So it's the young gun against old man Rivers, as if being 38 really makes you old. But who are you going to go with? Age and experience or unbridled youth? Get your predictions locked into the comments section. We'll get ours locked into the graphic on the bottom of the screen.
3rd and 10.
Comes again.
Jackson and pressure, and that pass is complete.
It's intercepted. That's well done.
It is intercepted.
Fielded by Rodgers as he straddles his goal line. Rodgers has him daylight up the sideline. Rodgers still going. It'll cut back. Rodgers breaking free. And Rodgers will score.